what are you laughing at?
Oh, you bronies are just the most fun I've had in eons.
Well, quit it! You better think before you laugh at the pig! Pie!
Even when she's not trying.
Well,
Actually, that's probably when she's the funniest.
no. Ha ha! Quit it! No. Ha 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 ha.
Rarity, this here diamond of yours? Twilight said we should split it 6 ways since we, found it together.
Hiya! Try it, punk. Mine. Oh,
Okay, somebody should make this a spin-off show.
why are you all acting like this? We need to stick together.
It's just too entertaining.
Stop it, Discord. You're not playing fair.
Actually, all things considered, it seems like he's taking it pretty easy on you.
I'm Discord, spirit of chaos and disharmony. Hello.
How are we supposed to find the elements of harmony when you took away the labyrinth before we could get to the end?
Oh, wait, did you? How funny. You thought the elements were in the labyrinth?
Because if that part of the plot didn't seem pointless enough already...
Twists and turns are my master plan. Then find the elements back where you began.
I never said they were in the labyrinth.
And even the episode agrees with me that Twilight's bad at solving riddles.
Maybe the magic of friendship can help you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some chaos to wreak.
Not even gonna keep an eye on them anymore. Actually, is it just me, or has the focus so far been a little too much on how easy this is for Discord? I mean, seriously, all anyone else has done is just kind of wander in circles and fall into his traps. I mean, if their comeback is anything less than absolute brilliance on their part, I will be disappointed.
What you laughing at? I just want to go home. Wait a minute. Home. Back where you began.
Twists and turns means the first maze you see, back where you began means you're
Come on,
home.
girls. I'm certain this is
Okay,
what
for
Discord
Twilight's
Riddle
sake,
really
I
means.
really hope My Little
Come back
Pony
to
doesn't
life.
have its own
I have a
counterpart to
hook that
the
I just
Riddler.
know can give us a clue. Get 'em. Good boy, Angel. Mama's so proud.
Well, at least she has the right pet now.
Wow, I can see so much better now.
You know, if you can't think of a line with any reason to be said, it's okay to just say nothing.
I meant to do that.
That's better.
Discord's turned our dirt roads into salt.
Beautiful, isn't it? This is the new and improved Ponyville, and these are only my first changes.
You know, I gotta give the production team their due. They really went all out with this guy. Whoa.
Picture it, the chaos capital of the world.
I can't picture anything. It's too dark.
Well, wait a few minutes and you'll see it in the beautiful light of day. Or not.
Ponyville, the chaos capital of the world?
It's still dark. Did you only now remember that that was your line?
You won't. Okay, we're here. Everyone, please, 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 just go inside, please.
I absolutely refuse.
Who was in charge of Applejack's dialogue?
I hate libraries.
They should take a tip from Oscar the Grouch once he's done writing Pinkies.
Please, we gotta hurry. Forget it, Twilight. I know what you're up to. The second I go in, you'll have your little minion Spike come and take Tom.
Tom.
Well,
Wait, doesn't she have her magic horn back? Can't you just carry it now?
you're not going in without him, are you? Fine.
Poor Rarity got stuck with kind of a one-note gag.
What'd you do that for, Fluttershy?
Cause you just look so peaceful.
Why is it that nice characters turned mean are always the show stealers?
Twilight, you'll ruin his beautiful finish. Oh, for the love of...
Twilight, what's going on? Why does everybody look so gray?
I was gonna ask why nobody was noticing that part.
I need you to help me find something. Hey, Twilight, what's soaking wet and clueless?
That guy at summer camp who tried to teach me how to swim?
Your face!
My answer was better.
What's happened to every pony? I guess you just bring out the worst in us, Spike.
There, that's an effective line. Build from that.
We've got to find the reference guide to the elements of harmony before some pony does something she'll regret.
The elements of harmony. Oh, I know exactly where that book is. Found it!
Fluttershy, you better give me that book. Keep away!
Well, lucky for Twilight, she has her magic horn back, so she can just grab it right out of midair. Or conveniently forget about that and keep playing into this.
Stop it right now!
Hey, point for Spike.
Hey, do you even know what you just stole?
With your magic horn that I also have.
Give me that book!
Okay, Discord, I think it's time you stop toying with them and put them out of their misery already, because this is just getting sad. Wait, can you have a cat fight if it's with ponies?
Get back! All of you! This is my book, and I'm gonna read it!
And you know the fire-breathing dragon means business when he pulls out the rolled-up piece of paper.
The elements!
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Discord was starting to feel sorry for them.
The elements! They were here all along!
Sure they were.
Great! Now you guys can defeat Discord and put everything back to normal.
Which I'm sure is exactly how it's gonna happen.
We found the elements of harmony! Together! You don't even care, do you? No!
Yeah, I think maybe you should address that elephant in the room before you go fight him.
Have turned into complete jerks! Necklace, 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 and big crown thingy.
Or
Not every pony
that.
wants to go.
But Twilight, aren't you missing some pony?
Nope, we got the liar, the grump, the hoarder, and the brute. That just about covers it.
What about Rainbow Dash?
Yeah, it does seem like they're building up something special with her.
You're the new Rainbow Dash. Now let's go!
Spike the element of loyalty.
What if she finds out I've been
Well, he's
impersonating
not
her?
kindness, honesty, or magic.
That won't end well.
Too
Guess
bad.
he's not
New Rainbow
generosity
Dash.
either.
Now let's go defeat Discord so we don't
Kinda
ever have to
fits.
talk to each other again. Yeah!
In fact, he's probably the least of their worries right now.
Move! Look out! Here comes Tom!
Because the second hole right next to the first one was so necessary.
Well, I see you found the elements of harmony. How terrifying!
Discord, I figured out your lame riddle. You're in for it now.
I certainly am. You've clearly outdueled me, and now it's time to meet my fate. I'm prepared to be defeated now, ladies. Fire when ready.
Okay, if it actually worked right now, it would either be the worst or the best writing ever.
Rainbow Dash, get over here. All right, let's get this over with.
Wait, you completely let this happen and you're not even 100% sure you're okay? Oh well, small gripe.
Mine's working. There must be something wrong with yours.
I hate the elements of harmony. Garbage.
Sorry, Twilight. I guess I better get back upstairs and clean up the library. Good luck with all this. No!
Oops, sorry, Rainbow Crash.
Well, at least she made sure that wasn't totally for nothing.
Bravo! Harmony in Equestria is officially dead. Discord rules, Celestia drools.
Okay, there's only so much I can take from everyone at once here. I need to see someone besides Spike get hit in the face pronto.
Talking to? Any of you, all of you, I'm out of here.
Unless it suddenly turns into a sad scene.
I've got new, better friends waiting for me at the farm.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm sick of you losers. Fine, leave. See if I care. I don't need you guys either. With friends like you, who needs enemies?
You just couldn't resist that little bit of overkill, could ya? Well, to the show's credit, it's still kind of sad even with all that. Until just now.
Oh, my stomach! Oh, Twilight, you've got to see what I just did.
Alright, let me revise what I said before. This guy should have his own spin-off show.
Come now, Twilight Sparkle. You've got to get into the spirit of things. After all, this is your new home.
Not anymore.
Yes!
Wait, he just let you leave? Why doesn't everybody do that? I mean, actually, didn't they say Discord took over all of Equestria or something before? I mean, why is he stopping at just one town now?
Don't ask where we're going, because I don't know yet. Just not here.
Can't move. The princess has been sending these since I came back upstairs. Make it stop.
These are all the letters I've written to the princess since I've lived in Ponyville. But why would she send them back?
Because good storytelling means knowing when and where to cash in your
Friends
chips.
don't care what your
So
color
bravo.
is. Friendship is a wondrous and powerful thing. And like the path cut through the orchard, there'll always be a way through. The best thing to do is to stay true to yourself. A special magical connection with her friends. Maybe even before she's met them. Spike! Spike, it's all so clear! Can't you see? Discord's trying to distract us from what's important.
If by distract you mean turn you into gray opposites of yourselves.
Us from seeing it. Do you remember what I said the first day we arrived in Ponyville? I told you that the future of Equestria didn't rest on me making friends. But the opposite is true.
Wait, didn't we establish that already in the episode after she said it? Yeah, see, with Nightmare Moon. You just had to give the same line a second payoff because you couldn't think of a better
You're right,
callback?
Spike. I've got to fight for my friendships. For them. For me. For Equestria! Oh.
That's right, he still specializes in writing
Just
himself out of the
stay here and
contract.
rest. I'll take care of the whole fighting for friendship thing myself.
I think Spike might have his own letter to send to the princess after this. Okay, is there anything Discord's not allowed to do to somebody? I mean, why did the elements work in the first place?
And so I tried to defeat Discord, but none of my so-called friends would lift a hoof to help me.
Well, Granny Smith's not complaining.
Applejack, I'm here to fight for our friendship.
Is he a dog or a mole?
Oh, now you want to fight. Where were you when I was battling Discord?
Snap out of it. This isn't you.
This is what they call proactive therapy. And wait, is that it?
What happened?
That was no effort whatsoever.
How's
I mean, I guess it was kind of sweet and everything, but seriously, why did you need encouragement when all you had to do was shove a magic horn in her face?
I already have.
Oh, well, maybe it'll be like Rising Action, with each one more significant than the last, and... Never mind.
Twilight, Applejack, I just had the worst dream. What do you think you're doing? Get away from my desk!
Oh, come on, Rarity doesn't even get to have her moment on screen!
Let us never speak of this again.
Yeah, it really was a one-note gag. Alright, production team, admit it. You guys were scared of going too sweet, weren't you? You got embarrassed at the last minute about whatever you actually wrote to go here, so you just threw this together instead.
She could be anywhere by now.
Well, wherever she is, it better be somewhere worth all this time you've left us to wonder about it.
Hey guys! We've been looking everywhere for you! That's nice. Discord's still on the loose. We need you to help us defeat him with your element. Loyalty!
Loyalty schmoyalty. Have you guys seen Ponyville? It's a disaster. I'm staying here in Cloudsdale where everything's awesome.
No, you said she thought it was falling apart. Are you seriously passing up the whole torn between worlds plot for this?
The same way he got you to think that cheap rock was a bona fide diamond?
I thought we agreed never to speak of that again.
No, but see, it was funny again that time.
Okay, Fluttershy. You grab Rainbow Dash and hold her down. Applejack will lower me down from this rope so I can cast the memory spell on her. Got it! I'm just wondering if it's okay if I hold you down against your will for a little bit?
Fluttershy, everybody. Again.
Nice try! Ponyville's your problem, not mine.
Sounds like a dim maybe.
Come on, Fluttershy. We gotta catch her.
A chase scene this time? Okay, good. That's something. Now try to build from it. Wait, why is she coming back? Just to screw with them?
Applejack! You were supposed to secure the rope!
Man, you're all just off your game this adventure.
Rarity! Pinky, hold on! Y'all are slowing her down!
Actually, a balloon may weigh you down less, but I'm not sure it'd be any easier to pull through the air.
I can't! If you can't catch her, Discord wins! That big, dumb meeting!
Fluttershy still remembers that she's in a kid's show, take note.
Okay, Applejack, last rope. Make it count!
Meaning tie it to something other than yourself. And so, the single best payoff came from the setup they totally neglected to follow through
Let
on.
me go! I don't need you guys! Leave me alone! What happened? How's Ponyville? Where are the elements? Did we stop Discord?
Everyone has a thing for knocking over Applejack today.
Maybe it's a little early for a group hug.
Can't exactly complain, but come on, you're My Little Pony. When did you get so insecure about sentiment?
Chaos is a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Oh, you haven't been to my
As
family
wonderful
reunions.
As friendship.
Oh, this again.
I would have loved to be at the brainstorming session for the Discord gags.
You couldn't break apart our friendship for long.
Oh, Applejack, don't lie to me. I'm the one who made you a liar.
Wait, can't he see they're not gray anymore?
Will you ever learn?
That was kinda cool.
I'll tell you what we've learned, Discord. We've learned that friendship isn't always easy, but there's no doubt it's worth fighting for.
Ugh, gag. Fine, go ahead. Try and use your little elements, frenemies. Just make it quick.
Discord?
I'm missing.
Weren't you
some-
surprised by how close they came last time?
All right,
When they weren't all completely snapped out of your spell? And finally, Pinkie Pie, everybody. Seriously, Discord. I mean, after all that build up to how strong you are gonna...
What's this?
Gee, what do you think? I mean, are you seriously just gonna... Alright, anticlimax it is. That's new. Nice touch. Because just turning to stone isn't dramatic enough. Alright, let's celebrate. Huh, this time they get to headline the ceremony. Star Wars, eat your heart out. Applejack, what are you winking at? Chocolate milk? Aw, he knows someone famous.
We are gathered here today to once again honor the heroism of these 6 friends who stood up to the villain Discord and saved Equestria from eternal chaos.
Let us hope they never start charging. True, so far they have accepted payment in window monuments. Well, I suppose they'd officially be celebrities now, except then how would we have more day-in-the-life episodes? What a rush. Okay, well, I hope you all enjoyed that, and here's my thoughts on the two-parter. Basically, I think Return of Harmony is made up of some of the best parts I've ever seen from this show, but they do not form a perfect whole. For example, back in the other two-parter, Friendship is Magic, I just named it after the show there, because it was the first two episodes, I did say that it got a little underwhelming in the second episode. I mean, some of it was still real, overall it was still pretty good, but, you know, some of it was lackluster. But even so, as just a running conflict, the whole thing was actually really well paced. Like, starting out, high-ranking pupil of the princess discovers that an ancient conflict is about to come to part 2, or about to see the next stage of that, so she writes to the princess to get ready for it. But the princess seems to know something she doesn't, so she sends her on an unrelated task. So, okay, part 1, establishing everything. And then next, Nightmare Moon, she does return, she makes her stance, she's able to hold the princess at bay, so Twilight realizes then that she was right, so it's time to go set her plan into action to go after the elements of harmony. So, okay, next part, getting the conflict started. And then 3, she joins up with a group who's sort of drawn to her after what she's been through so far, and they start looking, and then Nightmare Moon knows this poses a threat, so she goes after them, hoping to scare them off, end this without a fight, but they reveal their hidden strengths and foil her every time. So part 3, the conflict starts to take off. They start to take each other on. Part 4, they find the elements, but they were not told exactly how they're supposed to work. It's a little bit vague, so Nightmare Moon takes her chance to intervene, and then they have a fight over the elements, and it looks like Nightmare Moon has won. So, okay, the conflict coming to a head, coming to the finale, the bad guy's starting to win, okay, and then last part, Twilight figures it out, activates the elements, puts together everything she needed to, and, yeah, throws the Hail Mary pass for the win. So, like I said, it all fits together, it all builds one from the other, very well done. Now, the build-up to Discord is pretty well done, but we start out, his attempts to defeat them in part 1, it's just a one-sided curb stomp, and there's no reason to believe that it would be anything other than a one-sided curb stomp as we see them going at it. I mean, he's just how powerful we see he is. Really, it doesn't even look like the way they play it. It doesn't even look like the main characters are getting any closer to solving this. It just looks like he's screwing with them. So, I mean, not only do we know that he's basically just gonna stomp them because, it's the first part, the bad guy has to start out winning, but that's all they really play up, how easily he beats them down. So, I mean, it seems like they're running in circles a little bit, because that's really all that there seems to be to the first part. And then, okay, in part 2, though, after all that, after how strong this guy, how he just completely wiped them out, essentially, he was able to beat them by toying with them, then he just sort of disappears, and it turns out that, okay, they have to make their comeback, and it's surprisingly very easy. I mean, they really don't have to go through all that much to do it. The beating them was easy as hell, coming back and beating Discord back was easy as hell. I don't know, nothing really seems to tie together. It's just like, Discord is incredibly powerful, but in the end, that it's unfolds the same way as it would if he were less powerful. And same with the main characters. That we know that they're capable. They have this very strong bond. They have all that, but that's irrelevant in part 1, and it's not really relevant in part 2 because they could have brought themselves back together with less. So, like I said, and also, because you'd think that their comeback would be completely genius, but I mean, instead they as a whole, the conflict, what they have to overcome, bringing back the friends, the conflict we do get to see them overcome, it's okay overall. I mean, the corrupted friends are really funny overall. I mean, some better than others. Fluttershy in particular steals the show. But seeing them brought back, some of them are done better than others. And I mean, after all this, after how much was put into Discord corrupting them like this, all of them, even Rainbow Dashes, are a little underwhelming. So, okay. But as a whole, but that might sound pretty harsh, and only to make sure that I've reined it in, that I've qualified what I'm about to say, which is that, again, it's still made up of some of the best parts of the series, and because of that, it still has to rank as one of the really good episodes. Because, yeah, there is a lot to enjoy here. I mean, just Discord, essentially. John Delancey is great as Discord, and I mean, I don't watch a lot of Star Trek. I've seen 2 and 4 from the movies, a couple of episodes, so I wouldn't have actually known who Q was, but I did get a couple of comments, both from the blog series and the videos. Like, do you watch Star Trek? Do you happen to know? So I decided to look into that, and I mean, yeah, he is great as Discord, and Discord is a great villain. They completely use him to just throw all the animation they could think of, the most creative gags, a really fun villain who seems like he's having a blast every step of the way, who you'd almost mistake for just a fun guy who likes anarchy, except there's just enough sadism in it. There's just enough of a knowing sort of cruelty in there so you can tell that, yeah, he's bad news. He's not just a fun guy, he's a mean guy. He's out to cause some pain. But okay, they're just great with that. Very creative, very well done. And I mean, you want to see the plots with the Six getting corrupted done better, because there's already so much there, and I mean, it could just be a complete out of the park home run, but I mean, even so, it is still pretty good. Like how they're all led astray by like versions of their own cutie marks, which I'm never going to stop being embarrassed at having to use the name cutie marks, but okay, they're all led astray. Great concept, and most of the scenes of them getting corrupted are just very well done. I mean, Pinkie Pie in particular was absolutely just merciless. It was. I mean, like I said in the commentary, it's a little hard to watch, because I mean, you can totally sympathize, as she's just getting this beat down, and it's so harsh. And I mean, yeah, and that's what drives. Well, I'll get to that, but okay, so yeah, that very well done. The maze plot, even though it was kind of pointless, was very cool, a lot of fun, and okay, anything else? And I guess also the character arcs. Like I said, you want it to be the great episode it could have been about Twilight's journey, but even though it does, like, with the conflict sort of pace itself, like, she still gets her arc, she still gets to hit all the notes and reach the next level. So, well, okay, I'll get to what I thought of how the other 5 were played, but Twilight, who is at center stage and whose arc is running the show, she was done well. So, overall, a good job on her. So, okay, and I mean, reading the letters to bring herself back, and just rising to the challenge, how she's trying to cope with the other 4 while they're corrupted. I mean, that was fun there, how she's just getting really agitated. So, okay, man. So overall, a good job with her. The others, less so. Like, Applejack's was probably the best overall, because we get the setup, we get the payoff, it all makes sense, you do feel for her. It's overall more underwhelming than you'd think, because I mean, it's really, they don't seem to be swinging for the fence with it. It seems paint by numbers, but it's all there, and it's all done well enough. She is afraid their friendship is going to break apart, and then she brings her back by remembering all the good times with her friends, and that, what being honest Applejack did for her, and how she doesn't want to just throw it all away and hide herself in lies. So, I mean, underwhelming, but overall got the job done. Fluttershy, I mean, there was no arc with Fluttershy really, but she had her moments. Like, Fluttershy was entirely there to do nice Fluttershy gags and mean Fluttershy gags, and I mean, all in all, a lot of fun. But to corrupt her, he just has to poke her in the head. Why didn't he just do that to everybody? And then to bring her back, we don't even get to Applejack has to lasso her off screen so Twilight can poke her with the horn. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing. We saw that the right encouragement is what it takes to bring them back, break Discord's spell. That's what worked for Twilight. It's what worked for Applejack. But then it just, after that, just sort of becomes shove a magic horn in their face equals problem solved. So, okay. Rarity, she had her funny moments in this episode too, but she kind of got screwed. Discord has to show her a diamond to corrupt her, and then they have to bring her back off screen. So, yeah, she probably got a little screwed. And then Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash, they kind of had the opposite problem. Like I said, the setup to Pinkie Pie's was great. No payoff. We don't see one thing that happened. We're just told that they brought her back and she's okay now, and that's kind of reminds me of Party of One, actually. But I mean, this time, we don't even see it happen. We're not even told. Well, we are told that she's over it. I don't know. I guess, I would have, at very, very least, liked to see that get what Applejack got, but I mean, okay, so. And then Rainbow Dash is the opposite problem, a completely botched setup. I mean, it seemed like they were really buying their time there, waiting for something, setting something up, like Rainbow Dash torn between worlds or something like that. Then, okay, nope, she's just basically like everybody else. She's doing the opposite of what her element is, so there's that. But the payoff was still by far the best. The whole chase scene, that was a lot of fun. Reining her in, having to brace her attitude. What's the word I'm looking for? Having to endure her attitude with just, I don't need you guys, get it back off, and just, yeah, that was, all in all, okay, easily the best played. So I mean, that was, even though Rainbow Dash as a whole might not have even been the best one, and overall she still is not what I would have liked to see. The payoff to hers was probably the only one that I would say, you got the job done. That exactly meets the standard. But so yeah, like I said, overall great conflict, great villain, a lot of great ideas in this episode. Just not paced as well. You can't enjoy them all as much as you would want. Mostly because of the conflict with the other five. It's just played like it was a little too easy to lose them. It was a little too easy to bring them back, and yeah, it seemed like it was passing up the chance to swing for the fence a little bit. But okay, otherwise though, like I said, 2 very good episodes, and so here's to season 2. I'll see you at the next one, which is Lesson 0. Take care.